Who knew that learning to day trade would heal my heart and my bank account? I sure didn't, but it did, and I'm sharing exactly how. Hey there, I'm Vanetta, and welcome to Faith, Love, and Trading, where I talk about the intersections of financial prosperity and personal growth. So go ahead and click the subscribe button if you want to learn more about the psychology behind trading, especially as it relates to faith, love, and relationships, because that's what this channel is all about. Now, as I said, learning to day trade has been the gift that keeps on giving. It gave me an emotional breakthrough that I didn't know I needed. And of course, it is making a tremendous difference in my finances. Now, first of all, my plan when I first learned to trade was to master the charts. I wanted to be a master at reading candle formations, wicks, and just to become a decent technical analysis trader. So basically, I could know when to get in and get out of trades because that's how you make the money. But I learned something more valuable. I learned about my emotional makeup. Or more to the point, I learned how not managing my emotions was the root cause of my broken heart and my brokerage account. Now, the main reason I ended up broke, my heart and my bank account, was because I paid little attention to the warnings I had been given when I first began to trade. You see, I was told that learning to successfully trade in the stock market was 10% technical and 90% psychological. I paid even less attention to my coach telling me that the market would read me and show me things about myself that would shock me. Had I taken those warnings seriously, I might not have been blindsided by the emotional roller coaster I would soon find myself riding. Listen, the stock market brought out all of my emotions. I will win a trade and feel excited, and then lose a trade and feel completely depleted. But these highs and lows, however, were very familiar. This was an emotional ride I have ridden before. You see, the same highs and lows I was now experiencing with the market, I had experienced dating an emotionally unavailable man who was generous and giving with me 1 minute and cold and unkind the next. And let me just say, had I known I was headed for this kind of emotional instability, I might have passed on the entire experience and settled for nickeling and diming my way to the finances I needed. See, the pain I experienced from the previous relationship was a pain I never wanted to experience again. I vowed and made this promise to myself when I ended the relationship with my emotionally unavailable ex that it would be my last volatile relationship. But here I was in another relationship that excited me 1 minute and depressed me the next. But how did I get here? Again, the answer to this question is always the same. I hadn't learned what the first experience was meant to teach me. See, although I ended that relationship with my ex, I didn't do the deeper work to unpack why I had gotten into the relationship in the first place. I hadn't asked myself real hard questions like, why did I settle for a man who ran hot and cold with me? Why did I stay so long after realizing he was emotionally unavailable? What does staying in a relationship where my needs were unmet say about how I saw myself? I didn't ask myself if I had some deep-seated belief that I was only worthy of hot and cold love. These are questions I should have asked but didn't. And because I didn't, I was bound to end up in the same situation again. And I did. Only this time, it wasn't a man I ended up in a volatile relationship with. It was the stock market. I ended up leaving a relationship with an unpredictable man and jumping into a relationship with an unpredictable market. The unpredictable nature of the market triggered my emotions just as my previous relationship. It yoked me back and forth, giving me exhilarating wins and painful blows, just like my ex. I lived on pins and needles while I was in my trades. I was up and down, happy and sad, but mostly depressed. After riding this roller coaster of emotions for a while, my coach suggested I read a few books about the psychology of trading. When I did, I learned something about myself that I had never realized before. I learned that I had a high tolerance for pain. Now, having a high tolerance for pain may sound like a good thing, but in both day trading and relationships, it's the worst. A high tolerance for pain in trading meant I held on to dying trades that were going against me because I believed and hoped that the trade would turn around. When a trade was going against me or going wrong, instead of getting out of it like I was supposed to, I held on to it for dear life. I believed against all logic and reason that the trade would somehow come to its senses, reverse course, and give me what I wanted. In my relationship, it was the same. I held on to that dying relationship, believing and hoping my ex would reverse course and give me what I wanted. It was hope wasted. I suffered greatly in both trading and relationships because I had a high tolerance for sitting in pain, believing and hoping it would just somehow magically get better. I endured the pain of losing money in trading and losing myself and my dignity in relationships because I had built up so much endurance for accepting what didn't feel good. But as Dr. Maya Angelou told us, when you know better, you do better. And my first step towards doing better was accepting and acknowledging that my high tolerance for pain was a problem. Accepting this truth allowed me to move forward with finding a solution to the problem. Therapy. Yes, therapy was my solution to fixing my high tolerance for pain. Listen, there are just some pains you can't heal by yourself. I knew I needed a professional, and that's what I gifted myself. I went to therapy to understand and unpack where I had learned that allowing myself to experience deep hurt and pain was acceptable. With my therapist, I dug through my childhood experiences because that's where my identity was first shaped and formed, and that's where I initially learned about relationships. You see, as a little girl, I didn't really feel loved and valued, which were the primary feelings I longed for. So I learned to endure whatever it took to feel loved and valued. I learned early to give more and accept less. Listen, I took this by any means necessary approach to feel loved and valued. But therapy helped me see how my approach would never produce the end result I wanted. In therapy, I learned tools that allowed me to heal the little girl inside of me who was desperate to be loved. I healed little Vanetta by reassuring her that she was loved and worthy. I assured her that she no longer had to desperately hold on to anything or anyone in order to receive or know her value, because she would always have me to love and value her. And just like that, I lowered my tolerance for holding on to dying things. Listen, learning to lower my pain tolerance has been life-changing. It has not only helped me develop a healthy relationship with the stock market, where I am profitable and where I effortlessly let go of trades that are going against me, but it has helped me quickly acknowledge when something doesn't feel good and give myself permission to just walk away. Who knew that day trading would be the catalyst for such change in my life? I sure didn't. Listen, I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Day trading is the gift that keeps on giving. And for this, my heart and my finances are extremely grateful. Listen, on this channel, I plan to share my heart and my journey about trading and how trading intersects with the other three important aspects of my life, which are faith, love, and relationships. So I hope you join me on this journey. Also, if this video resonated with you, let me know. Let me know if you have a high tolerance for pain like I did. I would also love to know your aha moments if you're a day trader and what the stock market has taught you in terms of financial and personal growth. Listen, y'all, I'm trying to grow this channel, so what I need you to do is comment below, like, and subscribe if you want to see more videos about the psychology behind trading, especially as it intersects with love, faith, and relationships. All right, I'll see you next time.